Hello guys, well, you probably noticed I'm not here. Yes, well, I'm here, but I'm not like visually here, and it's due to the fact that it's, quite hot in the UK at the moment, so yeah, I'm not going to have my lights on for the green screen, so apologies for that. You probably also will hear like a bit of a hum, which is the AC going on. I will try and drown that out with a bit of background music, and hopefully that's it, and it won't spoil the quality of today's episode. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Hello guys and welcome to Dreaming is Possible here with Chesterfield, and yes, I am not in the bottom corner, but I am here, like obviously with the voice. And anyway, yes, we have played some games and since the last episode, and we have got Lazio and Leicester going to be coming up in today's episode. Right, what have we done in the past, that you've not seen? We played Norwich, Tottenham, Fenerbahce, Burnley and Wolves, and as you can see, pretty good results. Wolves, yeah, a little bit disappointed that we picked up a draw. The reason being, as you'll see here, we pretty much dominated that game, but Wolves played a very defensive lineup, and we just weren't able to get it in the back of the net, unfortunately, even though we had plenty of attempts, but there we are. Like I say, Fenerbahce convincing 3-0 win, so we've got 6 points out of 6 in the group. If we can get another 3 points here against Lazio, then we've got pretty much 1 foot in the next round, which will be ideal. As for obviously Premier League games and stuff, looking pretty comfortable there. We are top joint points with Liverpool. Yeah, they're keeping us relatively on track as well, pushing us all the way. The other teams up there, which is a bit of a shock, Brighton and West Ham. Yeah, interesting. Brighton have actually playing some pretty decent football at the moment. They've obviously thought, why not? There's no Manchester clubs. Let's try and get into Europe. And go for it. You got Arsenal and Chelsea are up there. Tottenham a little bit further down, not having the best of times. Same with Everton not having the best. Leicester doing a lot better than in the last episode. They've managed to pick things up here, so that's why I've decided to go with them today, because Leicester always give us a tough game anyway. Right, Palace, yeah, they have got themselves a win, but yeah, it's not good for them. Watford and Villa are the other two that are down in there, but it's still quite tight down there in its early days. We've only got 9 games into this particular season. Right then, let's kick things off then in the Champions League against Lazio. So here are the two teams. We are at home. We are expected to obviously win this game. I'm sure it's going to be a lot tougher when we travel to Italy, but as you can see, Lazio going with a very defensive kind of formation there. Obviously wanted to try and get something from this particular match, which you'd expect anyway. We are going with Timo Horn in goal, Cruz, Arifi, Upamecano and Oli Clay. We got Dzwowski and Andrea in the midfield. Rainier is playing in that cam role, Warner, Baptista out on the wings, and it's good to see Verskogen back. Yeah, he is back. He's only literally just come back in the last couple of games. I've given him for sort of 45 minutes and stuff, so this one I'll try and give him a little bit longer to try and get his match fitness up. So Lazio on the ball at the moment with Hansen as he gets forced to play it all the way back to the left back here, and we've intercepted that well with Baptista. Great opportunity, but yeah, not able to get it past Strakosha. Clay with the throw in now. Looks for Upamecano, goes long with this one over the top. I'm not sure he was trying to see there, because it's gone straight to their keeper. So we reach half time and it's 0-0. So Lazio's defensive formation is definitely working for them. We've had more of the shots, but as you can see, not quality on target, and they're bound to have the possession. They're sitting deep. And they're playing around in that sort of area. So I can understand them having more of the possession. We need to do better in the second half. So the second half is underway here, with Lazio kicking things off. We've forced them all the way back to their keeper here, and they'll look to probably build it from the back. So what they've been doing in the first half is just this is why they've got most of the possession, just building it up slowly from the back here. But we need to try and find a better way of getting past them. They've gone along with that one, but intercepted by Clay. Brought down here, Dreyer now on the ball, plays it out here to try and find Baptiste. He's had to come deep to get that one. Arifi now looking for an option, plays it forward. Here's Rainier, goes out here to find Kyle Warner. What can he do now? He's got the overlap, but he's decided to come back. Dreyer now sees the overlap of Clay. We've got him behind him here. Clay now puts it into the box. Great opportunity there for Rainier, and unfortunately he heads it wide. So the game plan is certainly working here for Lazio, and if they can get a goal here, they'll sit on this one, and they have got a goal here from Gutierrez. It was a wayward pass, kind of like, searching ball, and he intercepted it well. And yeah, as you can see here, Drea, captain on the ball here, just sort of blindly plays it across to Los Cruz, and Cruz wasn't ready for it. Gutierrez intercepted, and it's a good finish, and yeah, beats Timo Horn with the power. So goes for a free kick there, but good save there from Strakosha. It's going to go out for a corner. Clay puts this one in, not able to find Upamecano, and it's come here to Deswalski. Might have to change like corners up a little bit, because I think everyone knows about Upamecano now. So it's Lazio building yet again from the back and playing it well, and their game plans worked really well for them, but they're giving it away there to Deswalski. Good interception. What can the captain do now? Drea, he needs to make up for that amends with that bad pass that he did. Reina now trying to get it forward, but it's not good. Warner was not able to reach it, but Deswalski's on the ball now. Plays it here to Baptista. Can he pick anyone out in the middle? He can. It's a good effort again from Rainier, but unfortunately, yeah, it's just not on target. So 20 minutes or so to go. I'm going to go for it here with 3 substitutions. Going to make them all. Appleby and Lawrence are going to come on those wings. I'm going to also take Dreyer off, because he just doesn't seem to be having the best of games. Riccardi is going to come on in place of him. So nothing, yeah, not with those changes at all. Absolutely nothing like changed. We didn't get a single highlight, and a good result for Lazio away from home. It was a poor performance from us in front of goal. I mean, we had the efforts, but we just weren't clinical enough in front of goal, and there was a lot of players that were playing way below par, like in that particular game. And yeah, well, wasn't expecting that one, but well done to Lazio. So that puts Lazio on top of the group. It's where we wanted to be, but unfortunately that defeat has dropped us down into second spot. So we're going to have to perform a lot better in the other 3 games in this group. And yeah, luckily for us, we've got the Shakhtar game out of the way. We're not going to be playing in sort of wintry conditions. Like when we go there, they'll be travelling to us in November. So that's something. I mean, it's still going to be wintry-ish, in the UK, but not as bad as what it would be in the Ukraine. So that's something. We've got, obviously our next game is going to be travelling to Italy. It's going to be a tough one, that is, but we need to try and get at least a point from that one, against Lazio. Otherwise, we've got no chance of winning this group. So here are the 2 lineups for this one as we travel to the Midlands. Well, we're in the Midlands, aren't we? You know what I mean? But not too far to Leicester. But yeah, there we are. We are looking at a similar lineup. Yeah, very much 4-4-2, 4-2-3-1. I don't know what I'm talking about. But there we are. As you can see with Rafa, he's gone with quite an experienced, players in there. When you look at it, like Brooks and Barnes now quite experienced. They're not like the youngsters that they are in real life. You've got Goretzka and obviously Ceballos in the middle. It's a good midfield there that they've got going on, and then Dean Henderson in goal. So some recognisable players at Leicester. It's going to be a tough game, and they're on a pretty decent run at the moment. And also the fact that they've not had to play any European matches, they've got fitter players going into this one. As for us, just a couple of tweaks. I brought Riccardi in for Drea, because I felt Drea just didn't have a very good game against Lazio. Same goes for Rainier. I thought he had the efforts, but they were off target. So Appleby's coming in that cam in a position there. Apart from that, it is the same lineup. Let's see now if we can bounce back from that defeat against Lazio. So rain coming down here at the King Power, and Goretzka is on the ball now, plays this one across to the right hand side, and Justin now trying to get someone found in the box. I think there was a handoff Horn there to push that away, but wasn't too sure. Goretzka and Ceballos now working well together in that midfield for Leicester. Again, going out here to Justin on this right hand side for them. Header, and what has Timo Horn just done there? What was he unsighted? He sort of flapped at that one. Should have been an easy catch for him, and I don't know if it's the rain or what, but this is not good for us at all. It comes into the box here. Let's see. Gets the head on it. It's going straight at him, and it just goes straight through his hands. It was just an easy. It wasn't that powerful header. It just went straight through Timo Horn's hands. Not good at all. Our confidence is a little bit of a low right now. Can we bounce back? We can with the Baptista's shot, but unfortunately Dean Henderson had stronger hands than what Timo Horn did. Henderson going along with this one. We've managed to pick this up, have we? No, Cruz has been dispossessed here. We are not playing particularly well at all. Our confidence is kind of shot right now. We are all over the place. So Clay with the throw-in just before half-time. It's come to Warner now. Can Warner finish this? Hits it straight at Henderson. Not the best of finishing that. Again, we are still keeping this up at this end of the field. Verskogen has managed to get his first goal of the season, obviously with him being out injured, so that's good to see. That should at least boost his confidence. Hopefully that confidence will flow through the rest of the team, because right now we're not playing particularly well here. It was a poor attempt there from Benkovic to try and head that, and it fell nicely to Verskogen, and the poacher's instinct nets it, and we are going into the half time at 1 goal each. We should have been, as you look at those stats, doing a lot better, but yeah, we're not playing particularly well at all. And like I say, what the hell Horn was doing, I do not know. So trying to fire up the team at half time. Let's see if it's made any difference as Clay puts this one in. Chance here for Arifi, and we've taken the lead right at the start of this second half. So it's a good ball in here from Clay. We know how good his delivery is, and Arifi at the far post there, great header from him. They were so concerned about picking up Upamecano, but they switched, and Upamecano moved more into the middle. Arifi went to the back post, and yeah, they didn't pick him up. Leicester then going to try and get the equaliser as they come straight back at us here with Brooks on the ball. Finds Ceballos here. Goretzka goes long out here to the left hand side. Finds Barnes. Tries to get it back, but we've intercepted that well. Baptista's now going to go long with this one. Trying to get Verskogen on this one, but Benkovic has managed to intercept that one. Cruz now going forward, trying to find Verskogen again. Well done. Can he finish it? No. Good save there from Henderson. Henderson having a good game. Ball in now from Brooks as he's managed to find Benkovic, and he's made up for that error that gave obviously us the lead. Not the lead, sorry, the equaliser, and yeah, he's managed to equalise himself as Brooks puts this one in, and a little bit poor from us, but well headed in there from Benkovic, and Timo Horn is showing that we might be looking for a goalkeeper in January. Verskogen now has picked this ball up on the edge of the box. Can he be provided this time? He can't, but it's luckily for us, it's fallen to Cruz. Played out here from Riccardi. Warner now finds Clay, goes into the box, plays it across. There's a great opportunity. Warner should have done better there. Again, Dean Henderson keeping the scoreline low. We've had the opportunities, but Henderson's played well. Throw in from Clay now. Finds Baptista. Clay looks to get this one in. Can do, and there's a chance for Verskogen, but unfortunately goes over. So going to make a change. Kyle Warner's having an absolute shocker of a game. 6.1 is his rating, so I'm taking him off and bringing Charlie on that left hand side. So as you can see, Leicester are definitely playing for the draw here. They've gone very, very defensive, pushing everyone back here into this 5-4-1 formation. So need to change things around. So going to change things to a 4-3-3, see if we can be a little bit more penetrative, getting through that defence of theirs, and try and get these 3 points, because this is turning out to be a pretty poor episode at the moment. Well, the change didn't really do anything. You can see we had plenty of chances, but Henderson had one of those games where he was stopping quite a lot of that. 2-2 is the final score. It's not been the best of episodes for us, a draw and a loss. We need to sort things out. I don't know why we've suddenly gone off the boil. It could be just tiredness is going to kick in. I mean, these players have not really had a rest. Obviously we're playing in the Euros and stuff like that, and with obviously the European matches that we've got, with only having a couple of days in between, I think that's probably what is given Leicester the momentum in this one, because they were able to withstand our pressure, because obviously they were a lot fitter. So like I say, poor episode because Liverpool win, so we've dropped off the top in both things, the group in European obviously competition, and then obviously here in the Premier League we've now dropped from first to second, and yeah, it's a little bit more tighter at the top. We haven't lost, so that's something we've still got that to go for us. The same goes for Brighton and Liverpool, that yet to pick up a defeat, and yeah, no real shocks regarding some of these results here. Maybe Newcastle, well, again Newcastle that are playing pretty well, so maybe that's a fair result, coming there. Chelsea doing a lot better. They've had sort of a bit of an up and down sort of start to the season, but I mean they've got a new manager in charge, so you can understand that. Arsenal, yeah, pretty much convincing win there over West Brom, whereas West Ham absolutely battered Leeds 5-0. But there we go. Yeah, sorry that I'm not down in the bottom corner, but yeah, like I say, it's pretty hot at the moment, and because of obviously the weather, it seems to be that who cares about COVID-19, because in Britain everyone's just gone to the beach, which is just absolutely bizarre. But there we go. I'm not going to get too political in this episode. I will catch you obviously on the next one. You have a great day, and yeah, a thumbs up would be awesome, and I'll catch you next time. Dave from Mumongu Gaming signing off. Cheers.